channel.
Okay.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, no.
Okay, welcome back to the channel. We are back with a very interesting topic.
Do that thing of yours. I'm like.
I like. Okay, baby, today I wanted us to touch at a very sensitive topic, which many people are very uncomfortable. And I know it's like a stigma that many people have, that it's quite embarrassing to talk about sex in front of people, but we live when we breathe sex.
I like that one.
So, and the reason why I'm saying this, it has been proven that, Google itself, the majority, it's 40% of people actually watch pornography.
On internet.
On internet. So, which basically means that we can't escape this thing, you know, and it has a contribution towards relationships ending and relationships moving at a faster pace and progressing and hopefully being married. And that is the reason why we see, let me say, an increased number of people being married and a decrease. It has an impact, right? I'm not saying it's all about sex, but it has an impact. And a decreased number, and also an incline number, sorry about that, on the divorce number. Reason why I'm saying that, because the majority of men, we all know that men don't like talking about sensitive things. So you find that the guy is not really satisfied with the partner and they would opt to go outside. Not because there is something wrong with the woman. And now it has been a debate why men cheat. And now I kind of not did a study, but I was just reading, reading and watching documentaries and all that. And I found that, in fact, one of the contributions to men cheating is the lack of satisfaction from their partners. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So what happens is that men have these fantasies. We all know that most men, let me not say men in particular, most men have grown up at the age of as early as 12 years old, have been watching pornography, so they have been fantasizing about this thing, on how they masturbate themselves, and obviously they have to create a picture for themselves, a mental picture for them to reach their climax or whatsoever. So now the trick or the question is, now moving to a partner, you get to a point whereby most men aren't really satisfied when it comes to their partners, only because one, they are not satisfied, or two, they don't reach their climax. Not because the partner, which is in this case the woman, cannot do the job properly, but it's because most men, they fantasize. And the one thing that many women don't understand is that sex is a topic. It starts as a topic, right? Before it involves the physical side.
So when you say it as a topic, what do you mean? You like talking
in discussion,
about it?
talk about it, because there is a certain way which I want to reach my climax, and it's not going to be by just penetrating.
That's why I always think about it in such a way that, again, I understand what you have said. It's important. All the statistics, all the internet, all of that which is correct and true. I also want to think in a very unconventional way.
All right.
That the reason why that we have this exponential increase in pornography, at some point it's something that in our society we have not really been educated and been trained. How do we understand sex?
Yes.
Because the reason why that is important for us to be trained or to be educated, because by virtue of us being on earth, we are sexual beings. So it's important for us to understand the nature of who we are.
And our bodies.
And our bodies, and how we will react to the female partner. Because I know you could now do a study now there are two things that are important that we need to understand: how the psychology of men around sex, the psychology of women around sex.
Yes.
For us as men, these two concepts that I want you to think about. For us men, for me as a man, I do not want sex, but I need sex.
Yes.
So for me, it's not a want, it's a need.
It's a need. And for us, personally, sorry, and then for us, when it's a need for you, for us, it's more of a physical, an emotional thing. So for us, it's not just jumping into bed. It's also, but prior to that, how do you make me feel? How do you talk to me? How do you touch me? How do you spoil me? Do you surprise me? Because for us, sex is not just only jumping into bed, but it's about also the things that you do prior to that.
That's why I always understand that, because it's not an event as an event, starting time, end time. But for me, it's a continuous process of making your partner ready. Primarily women. You need to be made ready.
And be patient.
Yeah. And again, Lando, that if you go back to what we've said, the reason why men create this sexual world for themselves is a limitation of how they understand their sexual being. How, because sometimes primarily men, they are not really trained or schooled to understand that dynamic, that sexual relationship between women and men. And you find out is that the reason why you are not pleasing me, the reason why you are not, because we created a frame in our mind, our own sexual expectation of our partners. And those expectations will make or break the relationship. Because there's one component in it. There is no really a synchronization of communication between the partners about their sexual expectations. So again,
I like what you're saying. Can you say that again?
Yes.
Why are you laughing at me?
Oh my goodness. So because when I'm thinking about it, babes, it's not like they should be. Again, remember we talked about this idea of communication and so on. Because all of this is about a disjuncture of communication between these two people. And how do I begin to study your body? Because I have a responsibility as a man to study your body, to understand your body very well.
Body language.
And you understand and understand you very well, because remember we said that sex is not going away. Sex is part of our relationship. And again, most men do not really need sex. They don't want sex. They need sex. You see that, ask anyone. I know for as an experience, that there are moments, that I need sex, but I'm not getting it, and it affects my behavior, it affects my psychology, it affects my interaction into this. So there's a psychology of men around sex and so on. And again,
I like what you're saying. I really like what you're saying. And one thing that I've noticed just in general about just partners, it could be even not. And another thing for us, is sex. I believe it's an intimate thing. For you guys, you can just have sex with anyone.
That's why, again, that view. I do not really want to share that view. You know why? If you think about it, sex is so powerful, very powerful thing that you could ever imagine. But many people don't know. Underestimate the power of sex.
Baby, let's not say underestimate. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper, Papa. Please. Let's go deeper, Papa. Because, I just feel like this opportunity is here. And we might as well just share the knowledge that we have. You know what I mean?
But I think we are sharing knowledge for stimulating conversation.
Yes. Because
what I'm willing to hear other people talking to us back.
That's why, guys, you need, please make sure that you listen up till the end, because we need you guys to interact with us, right, love?
Yeah.
On the comment section. Tell us and share with us your own experiences. Maybe it might not be your own experience, but your own thoughts.
Thinking about
your own thoughts about it. Now, I wanted to get to this point of love, about fantasy.
Yeah.
There are people, not just only men, but women as well, where, let's say, for instance, we're moving towards the toys, and we don't know each other. Let's say you don't know me, we just started this whole thing, wada wada, or we've been together for a long time. But one thing that I've evaluated about men is that I'm not going to say they lack transparency when it comes to the sex department, but they are not willing to share what works for them, like us.
Again, remember what we said, love. Is that because I cannot run away, to be honest. I can't run away from conversation that will, because if I'm communicating with my partner around, because most people are not exploiting that opportunity of talking and be vulnerable to your partner about your sexual desires. Because that, for me, if I talk to you about my sexual desires, I am not I'm not condemned. I'm not condemned. I'm more liberated. It's a liberty.
For us,
because I communicate to a point of you showing my vulnerability and my weaknesses.
That's why I also believe so I don't know what I was saying, because
like fantasy, but we're talking about fantasy, toys and everything else.
So let's say, for instance, other people, they prefer playing with toys rather than that actual penetration.
Okay.
That's the reason why you'll hear most men or most women, when they get into relationships, they would say, let's say now you get to a topic, because there is that time where you and your partner actually share this stuff, and then now you'll hear. That's why you need to learn, because there are two types now, whereby someone is going to be transparent to you but manipulate the situation.
Okay.
Where they say, let me just make it clear, where they say to you, let's say for instance, I'm a guy, now I come to my partner, okay, I love sex, blah 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 blah, but now I like to fantasize like I'm with two people, I don't like having sex with just one person. So for me, I like having a threesome. Other people, they do that.
Okay.
We can't run away from that. Married people also do that. Couples, serious relationships, whereby the guy just prefers them, like, more than just the partner itself, and then you get other people who say, okay, I like when I also penetrate you as the guy, meaning sex toys now need to be involved in this whole scenario. You know what I mean? So that's why my husband was actually saying that it's very important that we communicate these things.
The sexual reputation.
Yes, but I was gonna say now, it can't be something now you hold your partner against.
Exactly. That's why
because that is the reason why most people, they end up not opening up about these things, because I'm gonna talk about this now. We're gonna share, and you're gonna tell me what you like, I tell you what you like, but then now you go to your friends, and then when you're sitting with your friends, you're like, yo!
That's why.
Oh, no,
yeah, that's why.
And when I walk around now, I see people.
Yeah, that's why that these if you understand that the sex dynamic between partners is a very fragile space.
Yeah, it is.
And it needs people who are trained and are schooled and educated by experience to handle it with care. Because at that moment you are vulnerable to your partner.
Yeah.
And there are these dynamics, because there are men who comes quickly.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you need a woman that will understand your limitation. That's why you got to be able, both men and women have a responsibility to study the physiological makeup of this another person, this myself. You know, and again, that's why abanye bantu, they don't even understand if you say a man is suffering sexually on a problem. They are not open to talk about it, so that because when you talk about something that you are vulnerable, you are talking so that you can be empowered, so they can be helped. So that's why we have this conversation, because we are a sexual being. We breed sex, we walk sex, we do it. And Dala, I know, Dala, it was like something that yenzelwa ekusini. In our days, we don't even switch lights. It tells you this that things have changed. We make love when the lights on, because there's nothing that is shameful about it. There's nothing dirty about it. There's nothing, you cannot be made guilty when you explore one another's bodies sexually. And the reason why we at the core of this thing, babes, is that you are conscious of pleasing the other person, and that other person is conscious of pleasing you. So it's about that dynamic. At what point are we going to be able to understand how, when we share our bodies, we are sharing from a point of love? It's important to think about that. And therefore, sex is not a dirty thing. It's something to be embraced. It's something that you should be able to explore. Even if you are using toys. Other people use toys. The intention of them, why are we using toys? Because they're augmenting the limitations sometimes, or they excite the intimacy, the sex. They make it spicy, because you use different methodology. Methods.
Hey, you think I was researching now.
So you use different methods to make it spicy. Again, you cannot do that without having a conversation with your partner. So again, intimacy and sex and fantasies, these are three things that are always going to be part of our life.
And
because you fantasize based on your limitation. You fantasize. The reason why you fantasize, you are limited. There is something that you are not getting. That is the reason why there is fantasy. And that fantasy is an expression of your thoughts. So it's important to understand those things in that light. Again, you could frame this type of person that you want. Fantasize. And sometimes these fantasies can affect your partner when you make love. You are limited. And I remember when we were watching a conversation with Jola 99 or Unyanyan. This other guy was saying that whenever I make love to you, I am thinking of this other partner of mine. So this cross sexual experiences that I sleep with you, but in my mind, that's why sex is more than penetrating. It's about the mind, it's about the soul, it's about the spirit, it's about everything about you, the totality of yourself. It's not limited. That's why I always worry to say that for men, for us it's about penetrating, because we want to come. It's not about that. It should be more than that. For me, historically, I see it as a totality of my being. That's why I cannot share myself with anyone else but the one that I'm committed to, because I'm sharing part of who I am.
But it's again, you're speaking from the point of,
Point of what?
your own point of view. Because there are people out there who say, I'm with this person now and I can't move, and that is the reason why I share with my body with other people, because I'm not getting the fulfillment. You know what I mean?
And you try everything.
And you've tried everything. We've talked about it. We've went to counseling and all that. But
I can't. But I don't believe that you I mean, if you talk with your partner, there's no help. I don't believe that other methods cannot really help.
That's why I'm saying, babe, I don't want people when they're watching this video, they think we are trying to condemn anyone.
No.
You know, it's just what we
think about.
You know, we think about and we have assessed.
And also, it can be a view that it really is biased towards an understanding.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not really. You are welcome to write back to us to say, let's look at this point of view, because now we have a point that you are looking at. This is how we.
So we want to turn this way now.
So maybe we can talk about it, because these things are very complicated issues.
Yeah, they
are. Complexities of them at some time play.
Maybe I just want to touch quickly now in this whole thing. Aniti, when because I'm now thinking I'm a mother, you know, I'm a mother, and I'm not talking from the perspective of post-pregnancy, just in case there are people that have abandoned abadala, meaning older children, right? But now they don't make time. You know, they don't make time. Like you just said it's not a want for you guys, but it's a need.
And you must know what happens to a man when they don't get sex.
You know,
they get very frustrated.
Yeah.
They get something happens in their psychology.
So now, let's say I get too busy with my work. I get too busy with my business. I get too busy with the things of the house, and now I forget that. I want to get to a point of people understanding the real reason. Baby, when people don't know each other, the first thing that attracts them, it's not about I love you. And guys, you can try to debate about it. You can try to run about it. But the reason why I'm with this person is because, hey, you know what I mean? It's not love. I hear when people are talking about that.
But there are those experiences,
baby. Love at first sight. I want us to go. We will dig deeper on this, right? We will for our next video. But
so let's say that it is.
We meet, baby, because we want to have sex.
Okay.
We don't meet because because like you said, we get miserable. I don't get a partner because I want to build a future so that we can have money. You know.
We meet so that we can have sex.
So that we can please each other.
Wow.
Because we need to get to a point of understanding, baby, that we can build the money, but the potential, it can get to a point whereby we separate because of we are not satisfied.
Okay, I have a different view, but it's okay.
I will tell you why. I'll tell you why, babe. The reason why I'm saying this, sex is a catalyst at some point of actually building a relationship. So for me personally, I'm gonna talk about me. You can be beautiful, you can be handsome, you can have money, you can give me everything. Otando, yes, you can give me, but if you don't satisfy me, then I don't see this relationship.
That's why the certificate. That's why I said on the beginning was that both of us we have to think about how do you get satisfied. We have to think about your being and your sexual needs, and we put those sexual needs at the core. Both of us, we have that responsibility. And again, expectations. Those things are important to be discussed, because akazoyazi into yobana ufuna ubethwa wena unless you make that clear. Into yobana no mna apha ndize apha ndizobetha wena, no mna ndizofuna wena andinaxesha lekwenye lenye into. And there are those experiences zininzi, even every day, that men meet because they want to chop. You know,
they want to what?
Chop and disappear. And again, you could have that arrangement. That man zobe sabetana getting up in tom. Be busy. But again, those discussions are different, you know, they're different views.
Guys, I think this is it from us, the Lotos. Catch us up on our next video, and please do not forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking the time to sit down, relax, and listen to this
conversation. No, it's about building on conversation with meaning.
Yeah, so thank you so much, and we hope to see you soon. And thank you, baby. I always want to feel like I feel the guilt of having to say thank you for all the support. Like I can't, but thank you so much for all the support, guys. Thank you for always the D gang. Mm-hmm. You know, always getting a notification, just liking, you know, just.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate, because we really
it.
appreciate everyone who takes time, their data, internet, to begin to
and we don't take that
watch us and hear us, and of course I believe that when you watch us, you think.
Yeah.
And that's so important. We stimulate the mind.
Hi, baby. Preach, my love. Yes, Papa. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.